Okay, got a tiny piece of popcorn texture missing. And looks like a tiny around the fire sprinkler as well. Okay, got a little popcorn texture. Gonna mix this up here. And this time I'm gonna leave it a little thick. And I'm gonna add a little bit of paint to make this blend in a little bit better. There we go. Mix in a little water. This time probably going to go a little bit thicker. And that way I can add a little bit of paint.
I let this sit for about 10 minutes before adding the paint in, let it thicken up.
Okay. So I got a bit thicker here. Finished getting the last bit of powder there. And then I'm going to dump in a little bit of paint here. So I've got the color for the white there.
Adding in a little bit of the paint here just makes it a lot easier to touch it up once it's finished or make it blend. Works good for small spots like this. It makes it a little sticky.
Mix that in.
Doesn't make cleanup quite as easy, and it does make it a little bit more messy, more dangerous to get it on something else. But
so that's going to make it a little soupier, but it's going to make it so that it'll be easier to paint afterwards. So.
And of course, mixing in, I'm using the same color as my ceiling paint, so it'll make that blend the same color white. At least it should help.
Mix it in good. Yeah, it should work good. And for this one, you definitely need to put something down on the carpet. If it's over the carpet, I've just got a board here for that. Okay, there it is. And I've got my paintbrush ready, and it's ready.
For a smaller spot like this, I probably would have been better off just using a paintbrush. For larger spots, you want to use the drywall knife to apply it. It's easier to apply more material, and then use the paintbrush to staple it in. Let me show you that.
It cut me really bad on a relatively new shirt, so I had to clean that off real quick. Anyway.
Better to wear an old shirt when doing this job.
There we go with the paintbrush.
And the key here is to kind of staple it in.
Gonna
stipple it in and just make it blend. It's not
fix it up.
Not rocket science. It's just kind of, again, I call it stipple or stiple, stippling it in to make it blend. It works really good. It works even for a little bit bigger areas than this. This was just a small little patch, but
much better. Okay. Now around that fire sprinkler, move my deal here. Just going to use the paintbrush to apply.
So this was the mix that you kind of mix with water. It's fairly inexpensive for a pretty large bag. I found that gives me the best blend, and it dries in a couple hours, and it's fairly easy to work with. You just kind of got to find what works best for your ceiling, but this was what works best for my ceilings is the popcorn texture. It kind of comes in a big bag. Some of the other textures I've tried, that are pre-mixed in a little quart can or in a quart Tupperware type deal, a lot of times they didn't blend for me. So they're convenient because they're ready to go. But
all right, that's much better. You can see, you can't even tell anything's there. Much better.
Okay, here it is. The deal's all gone. Here it is around there. Much better.
Okay, now that's had a chance to dry, giving it a second coat of paint to really blend it in. And mixing that little bit of paint in with it definitely helped. It didn't make it completely blend, but it did help give it the first round. So, just give it a couple coats of paint. Here's like a third. If the first one was like a half a coat, then it got 2.5 coats of paint.
Here it is after the weekend. Everything's had a chance to dry. No more spots. Here it is. That's how you can patch small spots without a hopper. Nice for, just a lot less mess. Okay, here it is with the flash. All patched up, nice and blended. Done deal. Can't even tell.